Poggio di Otricoli is a small village located on a hill 387 meters above sea level and resting on the western slope of Monte San Pancrazio, from which it dominates the underlying Tiber Valley and the Upper Sabina. The small town, clinging to the limestone mountain, is surrounded by evergreen woods of holm oak, pine and arbutus, today largely managed by the Agricultural University of Poggio, an agrarian association which, through the collective management of owned assets and the resulting funds, takes care of the interests of the community and encourages the social, cultural and recreational development of the local community. On the other hand, at the foot of the historic center, where begin the sandy and clay hills that slope down to the Tiber, we find the new residential area of the Santa Maria hamlet. Although Poggio and its contedo were inhabited since Roman times, as shown by recent archaeological excavations that have brought to light the remains of a rustic villa in the area called Aravecchia, the first written testimony concerning this castle dates back to 1237. In medieval times it was called Poggio di Mezzo, or Castrum Po di Medi, and was subject to the municipality of Narni. The documents of the time report continuous disputes with the neighbor Calvi for issues of borders and ownership of Monte San Pancrazio. Only in 1815 it got rid of the Narni domain, and after a short period of autonomy it stepped under the authority of the municipality of Otricoli, of which it is still part today. Poggio retains all the charm of a medieval castle. The historic center is still today surrounded by the original defensive walls, equipped with towers. In the highest part of the town, there is La Rocca, which dominates the entire valley. It is a dungeon, a large building with a quadrangular plan, built in the 14th century, articulated on several floors and almost devoid of openings to the outside. From this point depart the two branches of the walls that surround all the ancient town, following the morphology of the ground. The still existing 7 towers have a quadrangular or cylindrical shape and are characterized by the presence of small loopholes. The west tower, with a rectangular plan and a barrel vault, was subsequently reused as a votive shrine, while others were incorporated into the following constructions. In the lower part of the walls opens the original door of access to the town, typically called trasanda, perfectly preserved and in which an opening above the entrance is still visible, used for war purposes. The road system of this castle is characterized by narrow alleys with a curvilinear and irregular pattern, in the shape of a compact core, and develops along 2 main streets, the Via della Rocca, which goes down to the square in front of the Church of San Nicola, and the main road that reaches the ancient gateway of the Trasanda.